Tatsuya Katayoko, so all from the Toyota roster. Through Moulton and up the hill. One feels this to be coming to go GT3 racing, which will be the secondary class in the World Endurance Championship.
And it had some Ferrari, the might of the Ferrari factory team, and again at Nürburgring at 61 in very
will have a lot more to cheer. But like this period, it took them a long time to take their first win. 5 minutes pace got his second time. Of course, those fast. Turbo engine through the back to the second place between the Ready on 2 and Jules Villeneuve. Fisticuffs in every corner.
This chassis 3030 is one of only 3 of these 8 DTFs ever built, and the only one to be here at Goodwood and to be doing this run up the hill.
Well, for us it's extra special to be here at Goodwood because obviously it's a lot far away for us to come here, and the reason for that is to show off all these really
elements of this car, even the wheel nuts.
They're actually shown publicly making its global dynamic debut here.
All rotary, of course.
Remember at Hampton Down, we just threw our first ever Southern Bash at Highland Park in Queenstown, just outside of Queenstown. Finally to Cosworth V12 race grade suspension in this pattern manual gearbox, giving that proper old school vibe that brought
Favourite, it looked, yeah, absolutely. A gas turbine was not something that ended up working. As you say, it's been developed from IndyCar, which wasn't quite the perfect thing, but always an interesting pattern to enjoy.
looking a bit into the corner. Breezing past our commentary box now. How's its way
Something
through.
really quite different.
No, but this by Lunaz, again, it's another reimagined, the Rolls-Royce. He's got a he made his Corvette rotary. And we've seen that vehicle here at Goodwood as well. Several decades ago, although it's very convenient.
Start line at 2 litre, 4-cylinder, 43, only 10 miles. It wasn't easy for Sterling wants to win, was it, John?
Sterling, the reason Sterling won is because most teams at front engine Formula
You're going to roll it. It's a reservation. It's a reservation over. I should come back to the car.
Spectacular. I've always been a fan of touring, small saloons with large wings and excellent someone who tried to refer to this as Formula £35,000 because that's what each of the feet. He's got a lot of towing displays and he's so effective at it.
I thought he was actually... So certainly
Many things that we love, they can't be really measured in terms of numbers, music and those kind of passion is not really quantifiable. And that's the kind of culture that we want to capture and transfer into the electric era.
And coming over from the Ioniq 5N, what would you say the main differences? You talked about how when you launch a new car, things develop. What?
When you look at these displays, you wonder what these enjoying every second. A couple of years ago, or I should say pre-COVID, David Green and myself and our other
Jackie has Ford Cosworth engines, but he always had arguably the best Ford Cosworth engine. From the Tyrrell team, a small, tight unit based on a moving. Jackie Shooting became the other from Russell Sadair, who joined the team in, I think, 1970. And an enormous success
at this speed. This is his eye view as he approaches Moulcombe, and you know what? If that Moulcombe's gone through him, but the track just crests very slightly before you come into that corner. Going too deep, well, you know the rest. Tightly gripping the steering wheel, David Green becoming the because the shape of the Ferrari. when the Ferraris would run with V12 engines, they would be under great big long bonnets, and I love that hint things past. Now, hinting competition.
And all kinds of extra features which customers can require in the dealership. But yeah, this is a bit of a bridging gap between the road cars and the GT cars. A factor in the development of modern machinery, so no doubt about it.
They've got them literally, it'll protect me 10 hours.
Full glass of water, it's about 6 seconds.
And the smoke coming from the start line, well, that is the Lotus Evija, which is making its way now in that.
Track focus weapon, as you can see, huge wings. On it to try and push the air down onto push the car down on the road. But this is definitely pushing on somewhat, that's for sure.
He certainly is. Right, we go to something brand new from brand and from manufacturer, the Xpeng G6, the Avero, and you know, voices slightly, and that is who we're also celebrating through the main feature in front of the. For the next generation of BMW vehicles with the class, which really is providing some huge advances in technology, developing an astonishing vision driving experience.
1992, but it took points in every race that year with Schumacher and his teammate Martin Brundle winning up to
Clever Hill, I think the Daytona SP3 from Ferrari. World Endurance Championship livery adorned on it. Sorry, the Ferrari SF90XX Spider, I should say.
Kiwis at top pad, and now a lot of BMW. But that huge rear wing just stood out. I stood lusting after that. It's unloaded from the beautiful BMW thing that stands out.
Yeah, with a 93 kilowatt hour lithium-ion battery on board as well. Lotus really packing a punch once more. Teased us with their offering last year. The downforce semi-active coilover suspension with 4-way great components as well to help with the cooling and the feel and the durability, making this
I'll get it. I can be up the horse with 7:30. Okay, mate. Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Peter joined the team, I think, there later on throughout the weekend.
And this is going back effectively as a homage to the first Koenigsegg, the CC85. Comes with
F1 car. This was the sort of first race of 1977 was with a Volvo.
Next step is a hydrogen a concept car from Alpine, who are really coming out all guns blazing at the moment with so many new cars for road going use, and this catching a lot of eyes. Absolute beauty. Carl on the brake. Performance car making its way, and the red set off the Audi Quattro silently escapes up the hill.
Yes, and I mean this is
You're getting a closer look in that supercar paddock. And down towards the supercar paddock over the bridge. There is so much on offer. It is a huge paddock, but there is something for everyone.
I have to just fantastic. When you see that, I think it's exquisite. I love it.
It's just, even from the headlights, so bold as well. And we'll talk about this for a
and making it work, and it looks like an Alpine not to do competing in the World Endurance Championship and Formula One, and you can see much more is coming. In the worlds of exquisite cars, Pagani
enjoyed on success. I think he may have had a fairly big shot at Canada. McLaren at just the right moment, but the 1974 S.
10 years at the Festival of coming up the field, the first of which the Porsche 911 reimagined by Singer, and then the Porsche 9.
Sixth place finish, but we shall see. They have definitely had some good qualifying again. Grams of downforce, 2 electric motors on the front, 1 rear axle.
So much downforce, you couldn't even hear his co-driver screaming.
Stop! They made it to the checkered flag. Well,